It says that there we go. All right, we got it. I don't know what I did differently, but it says we have different levels on here now. So good deal. Yeah, so I guess I'll restart. Welcome to the Monday update, guys. Thanks for tuning in today. I appreciate y'all being here and checking it out. We got a crazy busy week ahead, and it all starts tonight. So tonight's the kickoff for a super busy week that I'm super excited for. We got tons of awesome events, and we're going to talk about them all today. That's kind of really just the plan today. There won't be anything too crazy here at the end. But yeah, tonight is a special night. So we got some fun surprises in store tonight. But I need your guys' help. Hopefully everybody saw my video last week and the post and everything last week. That tonight's a bring a friend night. We got some really special things planned. And yeah, with the bring a friend thing, kind of a few different ideas here, right? So hopefully everybody saw that. But like when it comes to bring a friend, this can be somebody that is in class with you regularly. I'm just asking that you shoot them a message and be like, hey, hope you can make it tonight, or save me as your drilling partner, or whatever it is, right? Just shoot them a quick little message. And this is something I want to do or try to integrate into the stride culture as a whole, is just like shooting messages to people, be like, hey, hope you show up tonight, right? The packed rooms, the big rooms, the full rooms are the ones that you can gain so much knowledge from, right? When there's all kinds of different levels on the mat and people have been doing this a long time and just different styles, that's how you learn the best. So with the bring a friend thing, I've asked you to, and I'm still asking you guys, if you didn't see the video last week, to reach out to somebody. I've reached out to several people that, you know, are that I just like having in the room, people that I always feel like provide a good energy to the room that maybe I haven't seen for a while, or whatever the case may be. So tonight, bring a friend for kids and adults. The class times are all at the normal schedule. I'll talk about that in a minute, but normal schedule tonight. But this can be a friend that is already in class with you. You just hope that they show up tonight so you can drill with them. This can be somebody you haven't seen in a long time that you would like to see back in class again, somebody that you just always enjoyed having in the room. You just haven't seen in a while. Maybe you guys are on different training schedules, whatever it is. Try to get them to show up tonight, like show up together tonight so you can have a good training partner. Or it can be somebody that's never done jiu-jitsu before too, right? Like my daughter Brecklin's invited 2 of her friends that have never done jiu-jitsu before too. So all of those are fine. Anybody can show up. Tonight will not be a great representation of a normal stride class. I'll just say that. I won't give too much away, but so for new people, it'll be a little bit different, but anybody will be able to jump in tonight and hopefully just have a really good time. So yeah, like Shane, just tag somebody down in the comments that you enjoy training with there, right? Like that's really all I'm asking. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I even put up a pre-written text. You guys can just copy and paste this into somebody. But you know, I talked about in the beginner or tips for beginners video that we did a while back, one of the best things you can do for yourself is to, you know, have a training partner that you like drilling with that will hold you accountable, and you guys kind of hold each other accountable. And that's one of the best ways to get better and do it long term, right? We've talked about this a million times, but jiu-jitsu is not something you can get good at overnight, right? You have to put in the time and the consistency. And one of the easiest ways to do that is when you have somebody else that you guys are kind of holding each other accountable. And that can be just as simple as hey, you coming to class tonight, right? And sometimes that's enough to get somebody that was thinking about staying home to come and drill. And you never regret it when you're here, right? Most of the time, getting here is the hardest part. Once you're here, you always leave feeling a lot better. So yeah, tonight, special class. With that said, couple things with the special surprise, whatever you want to call it, class tonight, is that kids can show up gi or no gi, completely up to them. I think most of the kids are going to end up showing up no gi. That has been the consensus. They were super excited to be able to show up no gi. So the kids can show up no gi tonight if they want. The adults, you can show up in a gi, you can show up no gi. It doesn't matter. I just hope that you're here, right? If you only train on Tuesdays and Thursdays, come in tonight, wear your gi if you want, and I'm sure there'll be a couple others here too. I think we're going to have some faces we haven't seen in a while before that I'm super excited to have in here too. And yeah, so gi or no gi tonight, doesn't matter. And then with the class times, I would expect the kids to kind of blend together a little bit, right? So I'm going to try my best to have, like, we'll have the older kids class, the younger kids class, we'll have the adult class, but the older kids can float into the younger class if they want, and they can even pop into the adults if they want to tonight. It's going to be a lot more blurred lines when it comes to specific classes, right? So it's going to be a lot more just open, so people can I'll like it, Shane. I don't there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's not letting me like it. I was trying to like Shane's. There we go. Got it. Now you got to show up in a gi. But yeah, the lines of the classes will be a little more blurred tonight. So maybe expect it to go a little bit longer. If you have your kid coming in, they can stay over, and then even the younger kids is probably going to blend into the adults a little bit. So don't get too locked in on your specific times tonight. Come in just ready to have a good time and get some good hard training in. Yeah, I think that's everything for tonight. Is there any questions about tonight? Normal schedule has been the biggest question. Is it normal class times? Yes, it is, but each one can kind of blend over just a little bit. It doesn't it doesn't really matter. If the older kids want to stay and train with the younger ones and the adults, I'm completely fine with that. And kind of have everybody working together. Those are always fun. Like when we do those things for the holiday open mats and all that stuff, when we have the adults and the kids all working together, it's always a good time. And it won't be quite that way tonight, but it'll be similar. So any of the older kids that want to stay and get some rounds in with the adults, I'm cool with that too. So I think that gets us through tonight. But that's not the only thing this week. We got a busy week. There's Wesley and Doug back in the back. I see them leaving the haircut place. So they're supposed to be tuning in. I don't know what they're doing, but a cameo here in the Monday update. We got Wesley and Doug in the background, but that's not the only thing this week though. That's just kicking off a busy week, and Friday is the next big day. So we have our Tiny Tots class kicks off on Friday. Myself and Coach Tyler are both super excited for this. I know my daughter is crazy excited for a class that she can participate in, and we're gonna have a lot of it's gonna be more like game oriented for the younger ones, so it should be a really good time. It is sold out, but if you have your kid in the Tiny Tots class, which is 3 to 5 year olds, you'll get an email from me this week, just some what to expect and that sort of stuff. So that's coming up. So that starts Friday. That runs through the month of August on Fridays. That's important because I'll talk about something else here at the end. But that runs on Fridays for the month of August. And then also this Friday, we're having a special youth MMA class, which there are still spots available for that. So that'll start at 5. The Tiny Tots class is at 4. And then immediately following is the youth MMA class. It's $20. If you would like to have your kid jump in there, we're going to do a lot of different striking stuff. I think we have several in there already, but looking forward to doing some striking with the kids. It's always a lot of fun. We're going to do some like touch sparring kind of stuff this time too. And should be a really good time. And then to cap off a crazy busy week, this Saturday, Paul Kolenda is coming in to teach a seminar. It's going to be a kind of a mixture of everywhere. So you're going to get some leg locks, you're going to get some front headlock stuff, lots of good stuff. I've said this every week, but Paul and I had talked about making this happen for quite a long time. And I'm super excited to finally get him up here and make it happen. It's free for Stride members. I believe it's $30 for non-members. So you can invite a friend to that too. And we should have an amazing week of training, right? Pack the room tonight, and then Saturday night too. Saturday, I'm sure there will be a large group for the seminar, and we'll get lots of good rounds and good training in there, and steal as much knowledge as we possibly can from Paul while he's in the room. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about any of that stuff, definitely let me know. But super excited for a crazy, busy, awesome week here. And it all starts tonight. So it's not too late. Text a friend, see if they're coming to class tonight, invite them in, invite somebody that you haven't seen in a while, shoot them a message. It's like, hey, hope you can pop in and I see you there. I know I've sent out several of those. I won't call you guys out here on the update of people that I have missed having in the room. They've come up in conversations several times, and I sent out a handful of those messages this week, and hopefully we'll see some of those faces that we haven't seen in a long time in here for some training or just to hang out and talk trash or whatever it may be. So anyway, that's this week. Starting next week is the preseason wrestling camp. So I mentioned this last week. It's all finalized in details now, and hopefully everybody's seen that post. But the preseason wrestling camp is going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30. So immediately following the gi class, Coach Nick is going to be teaching a wrestling class, which would be pretty cool for a gang of different reasons, right? I'm super excited about this. I hope this is for ages 12 plus, if you haven't seen that. So if you're in my older class, for the kids, they can jump into that wrestling class, and I would highly suggest it. I think wrestling is one of the greatest starting points for jiu-jitsu, right? Like if you can start out with a good takedown and develop that strong base on top, it makes everything so much easier when it comes time to play jiu-jitsu too. So for Stride members, this is $150 or $175 for basically 2.5 months here of classes. So get 2.5 months for $175. And then, if we need to break this up and put it into your regular billing or whatever, we can always do that too and move it around, make it as easy for you guys to get in here and have the kids in here as possible. I really want to get as many of our Stride kids in there as we can. You can also drop in for day passes for $20 too. But yeah, 2.5 months of classes for leading up to wrestling season. I expect we're gonna have lots of just straight wrestlers in here too, which would be kind of cool to get some different looks, get some people that are extremely skilled in the takedowns that'll just help boost up our game overall. So I think we've had lots of interest on this. I think it's gonna be really, really good thing. I know Nick's excited for it. He's been down in Branson with his girls wrestling this weekend. So yeah, I think it's going to be a super, super excited for this program. And so it's Tuesday and Thursdays after the gi class, and then it'll be on Sundays from 4:30 to 5:30. So couple different class times that people aren't used to. Hopefully you guys can pop in there. And then, especially if like my older kids are planning on competing, I would definitely suggest getting into that wrestling class because like I've said with gi and no gi classes for adults, it's more mat time. It's going to give you a different style to get used to, and it's going to have you going against kids who have really strong bases and good takedowns to help you learn how to deal with that. So yeah, that starts next week. August 11th is the first preseason wrestling camp class that Coach Nick is going to lead, and I am crazy excited for it. And I hope you're all too. If you guys have any questions, definitely shoot me a message. I'll do my best to answer them. But let's pack out that room for the wrestling classes too. I think that's going to be a great thing. And I said it's for ages 12 plus. Adults can jump in this too, right? I know I've had several of the adults that have talked about this, and wrestling classes run a little bit more high intensity than some of the jiu-jitsu classes, and I think that just mindset and grind is something that everybody can benefit from too. So if you're interested in the wrestling camp, especially if you're competing, I would highly, highly suggest it, right? If you're going to compete at all, adults, kids, whatever, I would definitely suggest getting into that wrestling camp and absorbing as much of that knowledge and getting as many of those kind of tough grinding rounds with the wrestlers that are in the room while you can, right? So that starts August 11th, runs through October 29th. Again, $175 for Stride members. And yeah, if you guys have any questions about it, shoot me a message. But I'm super excited for that. Or you can drop it down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer it right now. If anybody has any questions, leave me an emoji or something in there, a comment if you guys are in the chat box today. Glad the audio is working. We struggled there for a little bit. The next thing that's on my list here is it says Comp Class Fridays. So this is my my plan going forward for the month of August, not next week, but the week after. I'm going to start doing a 5 o'clock competition class. This will be kids and adults combined, and yeah, if you're going to compete, this is going to lead up to the Nashville tournament, ADCC, which we'll talk about just September 19th. So this won't be this weekend, or won't be this Friday or next Friday, but the Friday after that, starting at 5 o'clock. So after the Tiny Tots class will be a competition class that kids and adults can come to. It's going to be mostly rounds and like just hard. We're going to do more like Shark Tanks and that kind of stuff, and really just push it on Fridays, just for an hour. So it'll be 5 to 6 on Fridays, right after the Tiny Test class. So that'll start. Let me get the official start date for that. That is not going to be next week. The 21st will be the first one of those. The first comp class will be on a Friday. On the 21st, then we'll do the 28th, the 4th, the 11th. We will have something special on the 11th, as you guys can see on the thing, hopefully, which is the 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb. That'll be the last comp class officially. We might keep it going, but the 11th will be there won't be one on the 11th. It'll be that week before. So anyway, if you guys have questions about that stuff, let me know. But we're going to get lots of hard work in on Fridays, and I hope my adults and kids that want to compete show up and come get some really good work in. So that starts the, what did I say, 21st? No. Yes. First comp class for kids, or for Fridays, is on the 21st. So hope to see you guys there for that. And then again, next thing on the list, 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb. We did this last year. It's a really awesome event. You basically do, I think it was 33 loops on the stairs, or on the lower bowl of Arrowhead, and all the proceeds go to charity. It's a super cool organization that helps out families of fallen first responders. But yeah, we're gonna go to Arrowhead on September 11th and do the stair climb. The more people that want to go to that, the better. It is an awesome event. I think everybody that went last year will tell you that it was a pretty special deal, and they were absolutely smoked the next day. I know I was. My legs were like shaking the next day when I woke up. But everybody can do it. It's go at your own pace, and I hope to see everybody there for that. I really hope we can bring a big group again. And yeah, I'm going to have an event and ticket link up for all that stuff very soon. Probably once we get through this week of crazy events and everything, I'll get the 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb at Arrowhead details up and posted, so that we can pack out that and have a big stride showing at Arrowhead on September 11th. So if you guys have questions about that, let me know. But definitely a special event, and I hope everybody can make it to that one. Last thing on my list, and it's the next big tournament coming up, right, is there's not really much locally going on till early October. Which I'll add as we get closer. There's a sub only coming in October, and then it'll be probably end of the year before we get another one. There's just not a ton of stuff coming before then. So, but the next big tournament that we're planning for is ADCC Nashville. There's already a good sized group planning on going down there. I have a Facebook group or a Facebook message with hotel details and some of that stuff that we'll use for planning while we're down there too. I have that going. So if you guys would like to be added to the ADCC Nashville, if you're interested in going, definitely let me know. I'd love to add you into that group. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Texas was a blast. I think we have even bigger group going to Nashville, and yeah, it'll be a good time for sure, and some amazing competition. So even if you don't want to compete in Nashville, Dallas was such an eye-opener. There was such a high level of competition, both kids and adults, that it was a really good eye-opener, and I feel like I learned a lot in that short amount of time in Dallas. And so even if you don't want to compete, I hope you try to make it down to Nashville. And, if you're looking for rides or somebody to stay with or whatever, that we can help try to facilitate that too, and so make it as affordable as possible on everybody. But yeah, ADCC Nashville is the next big tournament we're planning for. Like I said, we got quite a few people, I think, going down there for it, and I absolutely cannot wait. And that's what the competition class is going to go kind of leading up to the Nashville tournament. So should be a really good fun. Yeah, Amber just said in the comments, the hotel room to get in the block of stride rooms, which we're staying right next to the venue, so we can walk right across the street to the venue. It has to be booked by August 20th if you want in the blocker. That saves you a little bit of money being in the blocker room. So got to book by August 20th if you want to be in the stride block of rooms for ADCC Nashville. Yeah. I don't know if anybody have any questions. Who's excited for tonight? Drop me some kind of emoji. If you guys are going to be here tonight, tag somebody. If you're, just let me know if you've invited somebody yet. How about that? Right. And inviting somebody, guys, can literally be as simple as just shooting a message. Hey, are you coming tonight? Right. And sometimes, that can be enough of a difference to get somebody in the room. So drop me a message or drop me a comment or an emoji if you've invited somebody, or tag who you've invited as a reminder, like, hey, you got to show up tonight. We're going to have a really good time. And yeah, give me something down in the comments, guys. What do we got? Anybody else excited for this week? I don't know. I woke up this morning and I'm super, super excited for tonight. I think it's going to be a blast. And I think, the seminar this weekend is going to be amazing. I'm excited to put on the gloves with the kids on Friday. I'm excited to start the Tiny Tots program. We got a fun week ahead. And these busy, fun weeks, I feel like, are where you can kind of grow the most in your game, right? Like having big rooms of people often just, you learn so much, not only from just like rolling with these people, but having that knowledge in the room and having different viewpoints on jiu-jitsu and different styles in the room, whether they're a white belt or a brown belt or black belt or whatever, you can learn so much from them, right? And it's like, even not on the mat, even when you're sitting on the side, we've talked about this a million times, but I said this a few weeks ago, the people who are on the side of the mat are just as big a part of the team, right? The people who are just maybe they don't participate in class, but they're just as big a part of the team, and you can learn so much from them because maybe they're seeing something on the outside that you can't see, or maybe they just have a different philosophy on life than you do that can help you in the long run. So soak up tonight. Hopefully we have a packed room. We'll see. I think we're going to have a packed room tonight, hopefully. But soak up all the rounds that you possibly can tonight. Soak up all the knowledge that you possibly can tonight, both on and off the mats, and embrace those conversations off the mat and the conversations in between, and the lessons that you learn when you're rolling with different people. And I know there's going to be a few people from other places coming in tonight, and they should be the last ones or the first ones that get picked for a round, right? Especially my stride crew. If you see somebody that's not from the gym or that you don't know, go grab that person first, especially if you know they're a high level belt. I said this with Brian Harris. Like, every time Brian Harris comes in here, everybody should be gunning for him, trying to get him around. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. Like, we should be trying to go get as many rounds in with him as we can and steal him as much knowledge as we can. Anytime, Nick's rolling, jump in, grab Nick, grab these upper level belts, and don't let them have rest rounds. Make sure they're the first ones that get or they have options. Everybody should have gone up to them and they get to choose who they want to roll with, because they've had so many people ask them. So, and if we go to another place, if we go to like whenever I go up to Lee Summit, like, don't roll with whoever you rode in the car with, right? Go grab somebody different, grab somebody that you don't get to normally roll with. It's not just the different class times, or the different class, like, learning experiences that you'll grow from, but it's the training rounds and the different looks and styles that you get along with it too. So Saturday, make sure Paul Kolenda doesn't have a round off. Make sure that we're going up to him, and make sure there's 30 people that have asked him if he wants to roll, and he can just pick and choose who he wants to go with. But yeah, take advantage of all those rounds, soak up all those opportunities. And if you guys have any questions about anything, shoot me a message. I'm super excited to see you all tonight. I got some work to do around here to get ready for it. But can't wait to see you all tonight. Can't wait to see you all this week, and just keep, packing it out, having a good time. And hope everybody has a great day. Hope everybody had a great weekend. And I'll see you all on the mats tonight. Love you all. And we'll see you soon.